I've got some good news for you. This video is going to finally end the confusion around one of the biggest issues that keeps us from expanding our worlds with superfans. How so? Oh no, 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 wait. So what I just showed you is an example of uniqueness, in this case the use of humor, however corny it may be. Hi, I'm Steve Washer. Welcome to this special edition of the 1 Minute Authority. It's also the final episode in our 4-part series on becoming a visible authority, and that means attracting an audience of super fans. Today, we're looking at the whole concept of uniqueness. We cannot even hope to attract those super fans we want unless we have something just right for them that they want. And we work at making that super clear. The problems start when we just can't think of the things that make us different. And that's one of the big reasons I did this series. Most businesses don't do something that is completely different than other businesses in their field. And even if they do, they may be creating one-off solutions that no other customer who is also perfect for them would even find useful. So it is difficult to understand what makes one different from another in a way that is easy to explain, until their attention shifts away from themselves and onto what their clients really truly want. So yes, your customer needs to see you apart from your peers, unique in some relevant way. I would suggest we look at this as an exercise in what makes us the easiest choice to make. Not necessarily the best choice. There is no one best choice for everyone, but we can make ourselves the easiest choice by doing a number of things differently. The first is to publish regularly. There is no uniqueness quite as powerful as making a promise and then keeping it. Every time you publish, you're keeping an implied promise to provide value. And when you discipline yourself to publish on just a few selected topics of interest to those people you want to reach, you become kind of an embedded part of their world. So much so that when it comes time for them to choose someone to work with, they find they don't have as much of a choice as they once thought. That makes their choice much easier. It's you or it's no one. The second is to limit ourselves to certain topics. This may sound counterintuitive, but by keeping our focus in a certain area, we become known for that in such a profound way that no one else can even begin to compete with us. For example, if our clients are all college recruiters, and we've chosen to speak every week about either the mindset of recruiting, the kinds of students who make the best recruits, and the phases of recruiting, just those three, you would likely go deeper and cover these topics from so many different angles that no competitor dipping their toe in the waters of publishing blog posts on these same topics could possibly compete with you. Their observations will seem so surface and obvious that you will look much, much better by comparison. Now, the third and possibly most important way you can look unique has nothing at all to do with how we describe our value. It's more on the meta level and best brought out on video. I'll take the 1 Minute Authority as an example. Using humor is one of the things that helps me keep the platform enjoyable for both me and my audience. It's not really something I planned right from the beginning, but I tried it once and my audience responded. And, one enthusiastic viewer even wrote a poem about it. And yet, this was just something that happened naturally. Other meta factors might be, what you wear, what your settings look like, your production values, or your persona. All of these values say something about you. The ones you emphasize will say the most. And you will do this mostly without spending much time thinking about it. So again, the 3 factors of uniqueness, especially with video, would be to publish regularly, limit your topics, and boldly express your meta factors. And really, over the last 3 videos, we've been looking even more closely at other aspects of what makes us unique. We explored how our authority is coaxed out of us, definitely something that makes us unique. We looked at the genius of simplicity, an element of uniqueness that very few take on because, it's hard work. And we looked at what goes into authenticity and what that feels like. Yet another element of uniqueness. What this means is that we all have all the elements we need to be totally unique. We don't have to figure out what makes us unique. We do, however, need to demonstrate it. One more thing. When we accept this way of marketing, The job of understanding our client never ends. We become students of their problems. This takes humility and a desire to learn. I mean, we can't really help someone when we're too busy defending what we already know. We help them when we use what we know as base camp for taking them up a mountain of what they see as their problems. And speaking for myself, I learn as much about how to help my clients from them as they learn from me. So, when we take all these elements together, we demonstrate a uniqueness that no one will ever be able to copy, because it comes not only from what we're sharing, but also the relationship we have with our audience because of how we share it. So, to review, here are the 4 inner qualities of a visible authority. You don't need the latest marketing gimmick when you're able to develop instant and long-term authority with video. You do this with attraction and practice so you can get off the hamster wheel. Simplicity is better if you're good enough to pull it off, and you deserve nothing less than your best. Authenticity. Authenticity in video is twofold: inviting your big self in front of the camera and being 100% clear on the message that you're here to share. And finally, uniqueness. You don't need to figure out what makes you unique. Video allows you to demonstrate it immediately. The only necessary ingredient is courage and a desire to learn. Okay, 2. Do these and you will not be able to keep your right clients away for much longer. And if you want to reach them by video, that's also really doable. And that's a lot of what we do here, helping you translate your inner authority into language your audience can understand out there in the world, and then helping you grow that world. Often that's on video, which has a language all its own. And here on this very site is where you quickly learn the ABCs, and those techniques will become the videos, articles, or podcasts that honestly and effectively communicate your value. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching this series. I hope it was a helpful guide to what you can continue to expect more of here on this blog. I'm Steve Washer. We'll see you next week on the 1 Minute Authority.